Hello, listeners. Welcome back to the Bingkai Suara podcast with me, Lucy. Listeners, have you ever wondered what if you've never met certain people in your life? What's gonna happen? We're gonna talk about this super interesting idea with a super soulful Swedish singer, Yaeow. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm very good. It's early. I'm in London rehearsing for my upcoming show. So it's exciting.
Oh. Yeah,
Yes.
your upcoming show in Philippines, right?
Mm-hmm. I have a show first here in London and then I go to the Philippines.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
close to Indonesia. You come here.
Yes, exactly. I was in Indonesia November 29th for
Mm,
the show with Lullaboy. But I'm looking into coming back this year, so we'll see if when it come make it happen. Yeah.
yeah, I can't wait. Congratulations on your latest single, What If?
Thank you.
It's also an introduction to your upcoming album, The Happy Place, right?
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I cannot wait to know more about the album since your songs often talk about self love, about the connection between our souls, which is
Hmm.
really good.
Yep.
But before we talk about your artwork, I want to ask some questions about you, yourself, as the creator. First thing first, that's your stage name,
Hmm.
Yaeow. Why
Exactly.
is it Yaeow? I mean, your name is Lars Haggstrom, is it?
Yes, you got it good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Why Yaeow? That's fun.
Um, yeah, it is a to make a long story short, I when I made my songs, I didn't have a name. So
Mhm,
I was kind of like just looking for a short name
mhm.
that didn't exist. So when you Google me, there's only me, basically. And then I think by talking about this and thinking, I think um, it comes from the word yellow because I've always thought like yellow is like the color yellow is such a like good feeling color. And I removed the else, and it kind
Mhm.
of like I saw it there. So like yeah, yep.
Wow, that's super creative. Oh my god. Yao, yellow, yao. That's
Yeah.
nice. By the way, yao, I'm
Mhm.
curious, can you actually speak Indonesian? Because your
No.
Instagram. I saw your Instagram and I wanna
Yeah.
I wanna tell the listeners here, please now you grab your phone, you open your Instagram application and you follow Yao, Yaeow, because I guarantee they're gonna fall in love with your music and the lyrics, and they're gonna find the Indonesian subtitle for the beautiful lyrics. So, can you actually speak Indonesian?
No,
Okay, okay,
no. So I'm getting help because the whole story why is because I just realized that I have a lot of fans in Indonesia, and I was like,
oh,
I think it would be cool to translate my lyrics to Indonesian. And then I have someone helping me doing that. And then I learned like just a few words.
okay,
Kamu cinta. Wait, no.
yes,
What's
yes.
yes, it's close.
Kamu cinta
What is the last one? Ah, kamu cinta
what? Aku.
aku. Oh, is that the aku?
Kamu cinta aku means you love me.
Okay. Yes, aku. Okay, there it is. And terima kasih.
Ah, yeah, that's thank
Yeah.
you.
So that's
Sama-sama.
sama-sama. Yeah. Okay. That's like all I know. I
That's
need to learn more
interesting.
though. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm learning. like also by translating my songs, I learn because then I can see when it like the when I'm translating like a chorus and I have like the same lines and I can see this when I use the same words in a song, I can see like okay, that's that word because I can like recognize where it repeats. Uh, so by translating, I get kind of a hold of it, but I think I need to learn more.
Yeah, you should. I can't wait to know you speak more Indonesian.
That'll be cool. I will learn, I promise.
And since your songs mostly talk about connection with our soul, self love, and full of word of affirmation, I'm curious about the first time in your life that triggered you to create music or song. Do you still remember that?
Um, I think it was when I applied for music school.
Mm.
I the requirements to get into the school was you have to make your own like original piece of music. And I had only like sang covers at the time, so it kind of forced me to like just go outside of what I already knew and dip into that space. And I remember feeling nervous and I didn't know what I was doing, but it was like good in a good way. And then in LA, I made a bunch of songs at like when I learned the how to do it, it just clicked and um it's like magical in a way when you figure out how to write songs and how to
Mhm.
compose them and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. So, what was that about? Do you still remember?
The first song I love, probably. I'm like trying to think, but yeah, I think it was about love, like heartbreak or something.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the single What If and the upcoming album Happy Place. You have collaborated with another artist like Kinan in Favorite Lesson.
Yep.
And in this song, I heard that you wrote it with Gnash. Is that true?
Nash, yeah.
Can you tell me more the process writing the lyric together with Nash?
So what if is very interesting because
Hmm.
it's a kind of different vibe from what I usually do. I guess it's because it's with Gnash. And I just met him recently before we wrote the song, and we were in his studio in LA, and I think I brought my guitar, and I was just strumming a few chords. And I think I had like just like the first lines of like, "What if we never met?" Like I just
Yes.
had like those like that kind of like I had this little idea. And then it was like, ooh, like let's dive into talk about like that whole thing of like what if like and we talked about all kinds of things like because I used to be a skier and then I had a bad ski crash and that kind of led me to do music. So it's a kind of like thing like, what if I never crashed my skis? I would not be sitting here right now. I wouldn't be doing music. So we kind of talked about that, and then it turned into like, what if you never met a certain person in your life? And like, oh, I wouldn't like, because every decision we do leads us somewhere. So it just clicked this interesting thing of like, oh, I would probably like move back home. Like I would probably not use my name, like all these things. And um yeah, it was very cool. The sound is also a little different from what I usually do, more
Mhm.
like up tempo. But it just came very nice. Like Gnash is a genius, so it was very easy to work with him. He's amazing.
Yes, honestly, when I listen to the song, I recognize the vibes, your vibes and Nash vibes. I mean, as I listen to it, the chorus is so you, while the first is so Nash, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it is because it is like he comes up with like more rhythmic things because he's more like rap singing and doing all that thing. So it is very a
Mhm.
much like collaboration between us two.
Congratulations. That's a great song. I like it. Album, Happy Place.
Mhm.
It contained 12 songs, right?
Yep.
And open with favorite lessons that talks about the sad ending love story. Oh my god.
Yes.
From best friends and strangers. Oh
Yeah.
no. And then the second one is Let Your Body Heal. Tells more about the recovery, about self healing, and then some secret tracks.
Yep. It's
What do
out.
you exactly want to share to the listeners through this album?
Um, I think it's just a story of finding your way back after going through something like tough.
Mm,
Um, I mean, the story arc is love, but it doesn't per se has to be love because I touch a lot of like Let Your Body Heal is just about healing from anything. Like
mhm.
if you, yeah, it can be other things. Like I healed like my body from my ski crash um and finding back to being like inspiration, like finding back to being motivated again. But if we just look at like the story through the songs, you would say it's like falling out of love and not believing in love, but then you've randomly found it when you like least expect it. And then it's like the whole journey of falling in love and all the complications and thoughts about that. So it's just like falling in love again, I think is the whole piece of the
Okay.
yeah.
And what or who is the inspiration behind the Happy Place album? Is it your own story or somebody else's story or mix up or can you tell me more about it?
I mean, it is, I would say mostly by my own story. And sometimes it depends because this whole album is also very collaborative. So, for example, I have this amazing producer, songwriter, Michael Bloom, who I've worked a lot with, who helped with the song Happy Place, which is like the title track of the album and stuff. And so when you do collaborations, as you saw with What If, I feel like you talk with them too and like you bounce ideas. So it's like it might come from my idea and then it becomes something bigger. But I would say in the grand scheme of things, it's basically from my perspective of things.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And your cover album, it's
Mhm.
you hugging
Yeah.
yourself. Is it a representation of self love or what?
Yes, I would
Mm.
say it's like finding your way to believe that you are lovable again, like that kind of
Mm.
thing. Yeah, I feel like it's just like um because I feel like because originally, so this
Mhm.
is bad news right here. Originally, the title of the album would be
Mhm.
"Let Your Body Heal" or like
Mm.
just "Heal," like that would be the title of the album, and then we changed it to "Happy Place." But yeah, so I think like the core piece is like yeah. Healing and find like self-love and I mean it's love in general, but like also it's a lot of self-love too, even though it's like love to another person too, but it's like love to yourself.
Yeah. When we talk about soul, that's always beautiful and genuine. And I also like the way you write the lyrics and the way you sing. It's like you become a bridge to connect people with their souls.
Hmm.
That's so beautiful. I believe it brings a powerful impact to people.
Hmm.
Yeah, do you even notice one of your listeners from Indonesia comment, give comment on your Instagram?
Hmm.
And she wrote something in Indonesia. May I read it
Yeah, you
for
may.
you? She said in Indonesia, okay? Aku suka semua lagu kamu. Dan lagu ini salah satu lagu yang selalu aku putar sebelum istirahat. Can you guess the meaning?
I mean, I heard Kamu and
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, something about, yeah, the connection,
Yep.
the song, but
Yeah,
more
the
than,
song.
yeah, the more
Yeah,
than that.
she said that she liked all your songs, and this song is the one that she always listened to before she go to bed.
Mm.
Yeah. And this is the, oh my god, I love this song too.
Mhm.
Sad girl. You're a
Oh,
sad
singer.
girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so good. That's really good to listen to when we want to go to bed after the heavy day.
I
Thank you
get
so
that.
much for
Yeah.
creating that song. That's so uplifting and encouraging.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's always like with music, you want to be able to reach people. And then sometimes doing specific songs for like a specific, like I wrote that song for my best friend, my best
Oh.
Isabel, because she was going through a really hard time.
Mhm.
And she like can't see herself. Like she like she's the best, like funniest, like most beautiful person, and then like she thinks she's not. And I'm like, can't you see you're beautiful? Like that's like I'm like,
Oh,
and then I like wrote this song to her and then she started crying. So
oh my god.
but it means a lot, yeah.
Is it okay for you to sing a little bit the sad girl? What
That
if it's
girl.
not? Yeah.
You're a sad girl, but don't be sad, girl. You deserve the world. Okay, that's it.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy.
I'm glad.
Well, okay. Thank you so much, Yao, for joining us today. It's
Thank
really
you.
good to see you.
It's good to see you, and hope we can do it again sometime. And I hope to be in Indonesia.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, listeners, thank you for always listening to the Bingkai Suara podcast. See you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.